Hey everyone, welcome back. Quick update on the train room. So emptied it all out and we now have lights. Got it in 3 zones. And the third switch there is just for these smaller lights I put up in that soffit. Got the train room pretty much ready for drywall installation. I got all the electrical after the last video. The electrical in the overhead, all the lighting hooked up. Got all the other electrical boxes stuffed, ready for drywall. I did my fire blocking. It's not the prettiest, but it works. And what else did I end up having to do? There was a couple last minute things I'd end up doing. Oh, I have some drain pipes in the overhead. Went ahead and wrapped those. You can't really see that one. There's a toilet above up there. And there's one over here. I actually wrapped that. That one runs the length. I'll wrap the other side once I start working on this side of the room, or that side of the basement. But that's all drywall, or not drywall. That's all wrapped up there and soundproofed. I was trying to figure out what to use for it, but the drywall recommended Rockwell. That this stuff right here. The green looking stuff, it's like a soundproofing installation as well, so it's a fire block. So it kind of came in handy. I used it for multiple uses. The fire blocking didn't kind of go as planned on the 2 side walls. I ended up having to go underneath rather than on top, so I used the Rockwell to stuff really tight in between, the areas I couldn't frame. So. But this side was definitely easier because I could use the top. I could just go over the top plate and make a nice seal between that and the concrete. That foam, fire blocking foam, really has some expansion to it. I put that in late last night, and I definitely need to come back and cut some of it out before the drywallers come. So I did hire drywallers. I did actually go out and get a quote, and the quote was really good. I thought about doing it myself, and all my friends said, hey, it's money. It's a great investment to just pay somebody to do drywall. They're very fast, efficient. They can do most of it probably with their eyes closed. Between the drywall installation, the mudding, and the taping, I got a really good deal. Guys like, that's what he does. So my back's already thanking me, so I'm kind of happy they'll be here today to start. So maybe I'll just include the progress of their drywall installation in this video, or I'll do a separate one if it's not included in here. But yeah, 51 years old. I've had a back surgery already. I wasn't ready to, start putting 4x8, 4x12 sheets of drywall up in the ceiling and stuff like that. I could probably, I'm sure I could do it, but just didn't really want to, mess with it. Let them do it. That's what they do. They can do it much faster, much more efficient too. So they've got all the tools and all that stuff. So anyway, that's kind of it for now. Once drywall is done, we'll be hooking up these electrical outlets here. That should be pretty quick. I just changed all my outlets out in the house to from the older style to those new I don't know, they're more modern looking outlets, so it's fast and painless process. And then after that, he'll drywall mud and paint and tape and all that stuff, or mud, tape, and it'll be paint ready. Sorry, not paint, but it'll be paint ready. So after I do the electrical outlets, I should be able to just paint out the room, and then it's doing flooring and trim, really, finishing touches. So anyway, that's it for now, unless there's some drywall stuff behind this. All right, so Drywall is in. I was thought about doing a separate video for this, but since they did it so quick, I didn't get any progress pics as they did it really, because they were in and out fast. They came in and hung it in about 2 hours, and then they had a crew come in right behind them, and they did the mud, tape, skimmed it, 3 coats, and I mean, they were done in about 3 hours. So 2 hours to hang, 3 hours to do all the mudding, taping, all that good stuff. And definitely money well spent. So there'll be a crew here. Today's Saturday. There'll be a crew here on Monday just to sand it. And then I can start painting. I'm gonna paint it probably right after they sand it. They'll sand and clean up, but I'm gonna paint it. And then I'll hook up my electrical outlets. That way I don't have to mask anything off for paint. And then once paint and the outlets are done, I'll come in and do the floors and baseboard. And really, that should be it. A little bit of trim around the lights and stuff like that, the pieces that need to go up, and around the outlets and switches, but that's pretty much it. This room will almost be done. Ready to break ground on. Happy I spent the money and did the drywall by a professional, because I would probably be on panel number 2 or 3 still trying to hang it up in the ceiling, cussing and throwing stuff around and blood pressure elevated, so I didn't need that. So these guys did an awesome job. All right, that's it. I'll get another layout update up after, or layout room update out probably after the drywall is sanded, painted, and who knows. More to come, and hopefully breaking ground real soon. Thanks everyone, have a good weekend.